You're watching Thrifty Kaniffy. Hello everyone and welcome to Thrifty Kaniffy. So today I want to talk about some knives I found on eBay and some I've been seeking out lately. This is the Sabre brand of knives that were made from the 60s to the 80s. Now Sabre was an American brand owned by a parent company called Cold National from the 60s to the 80s. And there's quite a bit of variance in the quality of the knives over time and also the location of manufacture. They were made in Germany, they were made in USA, they were made in Japan, Hong Kong, Ireland. And did I mention USA? Yes, they were made in USA as well. And some of the American ones are actually not as good as some of the ones made overseas. But the ones that I'm mostly interested in are the ones made from Japan. That tended to be the run that they had the longest where they were manufactured, I believe. And the ones that I was interested in most are these bone-handled ones. Now, they made a lot of different handle materials over the time. They had a lot of composite-styled handles. They had some faux pearl handles, but the ones that I'm interested in are these bone-handled material. And it's getting harder and harder to find natural, bone material on inexpensive knives, particularly vintage ones. They are really getting expensive, so to try to find an alternative brand that offers handle material in this quality, this is why I turned to a budget brand, a brand that was a budget at the beginning at the onset of their creation. So these are probably like $3 to $5 knives, or even cheaper possibly. But they have really nice handle material on them. So now I've been seeking these out. This is the Barlow. The Barlow No.1 with the clip point blade. This is the tang stamp here. You'll see. This is Barlow No.3 with the clip point blade. The other one's the No.1. Then you can see the tang stamp says Sabre, Japan, and then there's a 3 below it, designating the pattern number. Now later they changed the pattern number to where it had 3 numbers, and they gave it the first number of 6. So in that, once they changed the the pattern number, that would be, I guess, an equivalent to a 603. But in the older releases, I believe this to be from the 60s, they just used a single digit. So you see there number 3 on this one. Now this has got a clip point blade, measures about 2 5/8 inches, and then a cutting edge of about 2 1/4. You've got a nice straight nail nick there, long pull. And this one still has a lot of blade left. You can see there's still the original polish on it. So it's in really good shape. It's a little bit of corrosion on the inside I'm still trying to work out. Still needs a little more cleaning on the interior so it holds up on the close a little bit, but I know it'll get there. It just needs to be cleaned up on the inside. It's a little bit rough. Then you've got a pin blade also, and this one is about 1 3/4 total length, the cutting edge of about 1 1/2. Again, you've got a nice little nail nick on there. Now, these are carbon blades, and they do have a little bit of patina on them, but not much. Just probably didn't get a whole ton of use. It's in pretty good shape. But the Sabre brand knives are out there. There are a lot of them out there. Maybe not quite as few with the bone handles, but there's a lot of different ones and a lot of different material handles. They had the faux. Those are the faux pearl ones are pretty common. You see those quite a bit. And then there's some black composition ones they made that are pretty common as well. And some of they actually went into China and started making them with ABS plastic handles. So, their materials and the location of the manufacturer changed quite a bit over the span of their life. Now this is the No.1, essentially the same knife as that one with bone handles. You can see how much variation there is there. but there's quite a bit of difference in the color of the handle. Could just be the way it was naturally. It's hard to say, but anyway, still very attractive either way. But this particular one is the No.1. Now this is tough to read. I don't think this got stamped very well from the beginning. You can see that even the Sabre portion of it is kind of faint. But it does say Sabre, Japan, and then over here on the left side you can just kind of make out where it says N0, which stands for number, and then there's a 1 there. Tough to read. You almost need like another example to know what it looks like. But like I said, I think it's just a light stamp more than anything. It just didn't get stamped that well. But you have this wonderful little sheep's foot blade on this particular one, and it measures 2.5 inches. And it's got a little damage to it, a little ding on it there. But you can see the patina on it, and still it's decent shape. Not a lot of staining on it, but yeah, just a neat combination. I like the Barlow with the sheep's foot blade. That's a favorite combination for me. And you got a really nice pull and snap on this one. This one cleaned up really good, and it's good to go. It's like brand new pretty much on the open and close. The walk and talk's really great. Now there's your pin blade on this one. Again, you got about a 1 3/4 length blade there on this one, and about a 1.5 inch cutting edge on the pin blade. Good snap on that. Great walk and talk. You can get a look at that saw cut bone. You got brass pins. These are nickel silver bolsters on that saw cut bone, and then you've got brass liners with carbon springs. And this one's pretty good shape. Cleaned up really nice. Nice pair of Barlows here from Sabre out of Japan. And like I said, the quality of the Sabres varies greatly on what it is you get. They were always meant to be budget knives, but there is some pretty significant differences between the different models. So to me, these are the best that they made with the bone handles. And I'm kind of looking for I believe it's the 629 pattern. That'll be the next one. That was a granddaddy Barlow, so a little larger Barlow from Sabre, and that's a nice one with bone handles too. So once I get that, I'll have kind of a complete collection of the Barlow patterns, all in bone, and that'll be a nice little sub collection for my my Barlow sub collection. So a sub collection within a sub collection. But there you have it, guys. There's my review of the Sabre Barlows from the 60s. Hope you enjoyed the review. Make sure you like, subscribe, hit the bell, and make sure you have notifications turned on so that you are made aware of videos when they drop. Everyone have a fantastic day. Please do take care.